G'day everyone, I'm Jazza, and in a couple of weeks I'm actually going away for a little bit of a holiday break. Now, I do, when I go away, pre-prepare content which I roll out so you guys don't feel like you miss out on very much, and of course so the algorithm doesn't assume I'm dead. And in this process, and this happens every time, I always get a bit stressed or worry about how things are going to go while I'm away, and when stuck in this cycle of thought, I realized, I've felt like this and acted like that for the entire duration of my channel. It's funny how, as a content creator, whatever stage you're at, you tend to sort of feel the same. But in getting stuck in that cycle of thought, I realized that the numbers I'm worrying about now and the trajectory and statistics and all that stuff that YouTubers tend to think about are something I would have been absolutely blown away by and over the moon about a while back. So I decided to shift my thinking. Rather than how can I maintain what I have on my channel, I want to instead use this as an opportunity to bring some of you guys an opportunity that you may not have otherwise. Specifically, I've decided to run a competition where early in the new year, 7 lucky winners will have their channel and a video featured on this channel. 7 YouTube art and creativity-based creators will be featured for 7 days, bringing many and new eyes to very small and upstarting YouTube channels. And on top of that, I'm also going to be giving each of the 7 winners a bit of an art goodies bundle, including a signed copy of my book, Draw with Jazza, Creating Characters, and a whole bunch of goodies from the jazzastudios.com shop. I'm going to call it a mega bundle. Including all of my ebook bundles, Fun with Faces and Easy Anatomy, both including photo reference packs, my animation foundation kit, and my custom Photoshop brushes. The idea being that the 7 winners will get a big whack of attention on their talent and their efforts, and a whole bunch of resources that they can use to have a bit of fun or get creative moving forward. At the end of the day, I remember every single moment that I had as an up-and-coming YouTuber where someone took the time to highlight me or help me out, and it mattered so much to me. And I want to take the opportunity to do that for 7 of the next generation of art YouTube. Now hold up a sec, I know I said the next generation, but there actually is no age. I'm not referring specifically or only to young art YouTubers. And also it's worth mentioning that this is aimed at and for small and new or up and coming art and creativity YouTube channel. Meaning that if you have over 50,000 subscribers, you don't qualify. You actually have to be a small YouTube channel. 50,000 subscribers is actually quite a lot. So if you're up and around there, you don't need my help. But you are not less likely to win if you have a small budget or a tiny audience or you're young or old. As long as you fit the YouTube parameters of being able to upload on YouTube, which I believe is being 13 years or older, you're good to go. So how does one become one of the 7 lucky winners? It's actually pretty simple and really open to your creativity and inventiveness. All you have to do is make an art or creativity-based YouTube video and submit it via the form in the description, and make sure it's unlisted so it hasn't been out there before, and make it specifically for this competition. Just think about the type of content I make or celebrate on this channel. Sometimes it's ambitious, sometimes it's just stupid or goofy or comedy based. It doesn't have to be drawing or painting, it can be sculpting, it can be music, it can be anything as long as it's art and creativity focused, or even just a bit more on the entertaining side. Whatever it is, get super creative, extremely ambitious, and have a load of fun with it. Make something you think will be really entertaining to my audience. But don't lose your flavor while you're doing it. And in fact, if you're submitting to my competition and you happen to win, it's going to be more beneficial if you also have some videos on your channel that I can lead to as well. So use this as an opportunity to get your motivation going and build up your own content base. And even if you don't win, guess what? You get something as a result. You kick yourself in the pants, get moving, and start building your channel on your own, which can be a really motivating and exciting thing to do. Now, all of the rules and details are down in the description on that submission page, and there are also some recommendations that I will put in the description just for equipment and software, simply because I think there's going to be a lot of people who might feel like they're not good enough to enter or be showcased on this channel. But please keep in mind, like only a year and a half ago, all of my time-lapse and art filming was done with this, a C920 webcam. Another thing to keep in mind is that on my vlog channel, to this day, for the last 3 or 4 years, every single video has been filmed, edited, uploaded, and released from my phone. So if you don't have a studio or expensive equipment or expensive software, you still run a really good shot at winning this thing if you work hard enough and find the right idea. So get your entries in by the 18th of December, which is the deadline. It's a hard deadline, but it's a flexible one, meaning that if it's the 18th anywhere in the world, you're good to go. But as soon as it's the 19th everywhere, time's up. All of the details you could possibly need to know are in that submission page or in the description of this video. So if you plan on entering, make sure to read through all of that really carefully. And also please be aware that we're gonna have a lot to go through. So be conscientious when you submit that it's right, you've put the right amount of effort in, and don't oversubmit. This competition is specifically about giving a leg up and an opportunity to small art and creativity content creators on YouTube. And while any channel with under 50,000 subscribers can submit, you don't actually have to have close to that. And in fact, I will probably be looking more favorably on smaller channels, especially if they have a track record of uploading videos or have built up a few videos on their channel that I can link to and see what sort of stuff they do. And I intend the 7 winners to be a bit of a mixed bag. There will be some who have a few thousand subscribers and some who maybe don't have many at all. But there's a lot of creativity and fun out there that a lot of my audience may not be aware of, and I may not be aware of, and I can't wait to see what you guys bring to me. The winners will be officially showcased and paraded to my audience on the week of the 13th of January. So 7 days in a row following the 13th, or including the 13th of January. The winners will be notified beforehand, so hopefully they're not taken by too much surprise when there's a little bit of love thrown their way from you guys. But it's important to keep in mind, if you're making a video for this competition, not to upload it or share it publicly anywhere. It's meant to be for this channel, and then I will use that as an opportunity to plug your channel. So if you want something on your channel to maybe show people what you're all about, or just have some other content, I definitely encourage that, but make sure any submission you make for this competition is only for this competition. You don't put it out anywhere else. But of course, after those 7 days are over, and if you haven't been one of those 7 winners, you're more than welcome to upload that content on your own channel, so it's not time wasted. There's a few little details on the submission page that I encourage you to pay attention to and just be understanding of, such as with the thumbnail approach. I'll get you, of course, to make your thumbnail for your video, but keep in mind I may be wanting to change it or tweak it to suit my audience, and just use some of the experience that I've learned making thumbnails and titles for videos. So it'll be a semi-collaboration in terms of how I release it and unveil it to my audience. That's really all this video is about. It's launching this competition. I didn't plan on doing this up until just a couple of weeks ago when the thought struck me, and I got very excited by it. And I think it's going to be really fun, not only for me to see your creativity and for you to have the opportunity to maybe win this pretty big opportunity. I'd know if I was a starting off YouTuber, I'd be pretty excited by the prospect of getting a plug on a really big established channel. But then separate to that, it's going to be really fun for me to be able to bring the talent and ambition of some unknown creators to my audience and introduce you guys to some fantastic talent and entertainment out there. I think this is going to be an absolute blast, and I cannot wait to see what you guys send my way. I'm also a little bit daunted to go through all those entries, so be respectful of our time. But with all that said, if you're getting into this and getting creative, it's a win-win, because even if you aren't one of the 7 lucky winners, you'll have worked hard to make something tangible that you can say you made at the end of the day, and you can have fun in the process. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of and making this community possible. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to give something back to you guys over the new year, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what you make. Good luck, have fun, and until next time, I'll see you later.